idea. Here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up. That's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy. Hello. How you doing?
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa tappa dum, ring ring ring, tippa tappa ding dong dang. So ding dong dang. How you going, guys and girls? Welcome to the show. Got to get my apron on because I always need to get my apron on. How you all doing? Good to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. Lots of funny things going on at the moment. It's all good in the hood. Let me put this on. Hey Lisa, hello Terry, hello Dana. What is going on? Yes, I was over at Jerry's for a little bit, dropped in and say hello to that guy, and I thought I'd better get a stream in. We've got some progress made over the weekend. We're going to finish up some things today, which is good. We've got that number 7, good old number 7's travelling along nicely, and we got that neck sorted out, and it looks really good. I'm really happy with the fretwork on that. I'm getting a bit better as I go every time I do one, so I'm happy about that because I've changed a lot of things about the way how I fret. So I've got 2 coats of oil on that guy now, so you can start seeing it's got a bit of a sheen. It's nice and thin. Look at that grain. You can see that grain. I'll show you the fretwork on that. The frets look really good. They've got those little round ends on them. They look really nice and round. And they're not sharp at all. They're really smooth. So they look really good on this camera. We've got them. You can see those little round ends. They look really good and they feel really good. And that neck is coming up really good. And it's time to get it lined up and get those holes drilled in there. Needs another coat of oil, but before we do that, we're going to get those holes in. Now that I've finished the carve, we're going to chuck that in like that. We're going to, the height looks pretty good with that heel. We're going to drill holes in there and line that up obviously and get those drilled. And then we can make sure we get the oil on there before we finish off. The body of this other guy I'll show you is coming along nicely, the neoclassical guy. Have a look at that. Look at that finish, starting to get the shine there now, right? That's about as much as I want to go. That's looking good now. You can see the carve. And the shine is nice, and the flame is nice, and it's all good. Look at that little guy there. Looking pretty good, right? Gold leaf everywhere, flashing and reflecting like the side of a sardine in a bathtub. Like a fish swimming, like one of Willie's koi carp, the golden one. Karen Day is in the house. What is going on? Shiny. Yes, it's all good. It's nice and shiny. About as shiny as I want it. I don't want it any more shiny than that. We've got to get the back done. Another coat on the back, and we're going to do that very, very soon. But I want to get this neck sorted out first. So let's get the neck done. Oh, yeah. Let's hang this guy up again. How y'all doing? Karen, what's going on? Tell me your news. The shimmer is nice.
What's going on, girl? You all good? Good to see you here. We're going to line this guy up. So let's flick over the bench, get the tape out, get the straight edge.
Get a center line down here. Let's line this guy up on a good old number 7. She needs a new neck. Well, it's the same neck, just a refresh of the neck. So we're going to get some tape on here first, get these center lines done on this neck that we've got refretted, nice and shiny and good to go. That's the sound it makes when you rip tape off. Take that guy right down like that. We will measure the center and get a line drawn down through there. Let's do that, shall we? We get up to the first fret, we have a little squiz at what that's doing. That's 44, so we've got to go 22. Okay. Now we'll go down here. That's 52 at around 15 or 16. 52, that makes it 26. Nice. And then we draw a line, like so. And that gives us a little bit of an idea of where the middle, the center of that neck is, so we can align that with the center of the body. Okay, like so. That gives us an idea. Okay, we've got our center line down there. We know where the center of the neck is. We've got to line that thing up. I'm doing good though. Excellent. You don't have news. That's okay. No news is good news. As long as you're doing well. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. What have I got in here? Gloves. I always carry gloves in my pockets. Okay. We're going to get a clamp. How many clamps do we need, Terry? Just the one. Just the one. Why are we asking you that? It's like asking a kid with ADHD, how many lollies do you want? Okay, let's go. We're going to just clamp that in, and then we're going to rotate and align that in place. Clamp that neck in. Just hold it in place. We can move that a little bit. There we go. Let's get the big straight edge on there. Big straight edge. Big straight edge, big straight edge. Line that sucker right down the middle of the center line there. Let me just remark that center line, make sure I know where it is. I can pretty much see it, but I want to make sure. So let's get a little bit of tape, just a little tape. All good over here, yes. How am I? I'm pretty good. I'm okay. Can't complain. No one listens, so I don't. It's all good. It's all good. It's going to mark this sucker. Where's that pen gone? The center line is right there. I can see the seam. That's good. So let's get this big edge. And let's throw that sucker down, line that up, and that neck is straight. That neck is dead straight. It's already straight where it is. That's perfect. We're good to go. Eyeball that as well. Oh yeah, that's straight. That's freaking straight. That's good. Good job. Nice to get it right straight off the bat. Now, the key comes here. I need another clamp. Terry always says carry an extra clamp. I would listen. Ha! Karen, you would. You're a good listener. Absolutely, you are. Karen is a good listener, guys and girls. Let me tell you that for nothing. Now, I'm in trouble here. I'm in big, big trouble. Because I've left the plate on there. And oh no, that's fine, that'll work. What I'm going to do is oh no, that's not going to work. Down, 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 down. Gonna have to do that again. Okay, let's take the clamps off. We'll line that up again. I've got to get that plate up and under. Get the clamp under that plate first. Okay, let's have another go. Nailed it. It's all good. So when it's straight, the pocket's nice and straight, it's pretty easy to line that neck up and not have too much of an issue. That's made her day, clamps. If you can get Terry a box of clamps, everybody, for Christmas, she would be the happiest girl in the world. Let me tell you, for nothing. Let me tell you that for nothing. Okay, we've got our neck held in. I need to get those screws in now and get them to mark that neck. So I'm just going to drive them by hand because I don't want to split the heel because we haven't drilled it yet. What I do want to do is drive those in to the point where they make a little mark and I know where to drill the rest. So we're going to go down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. That's what we're doing. Just make a mark like that, like that. Like that. Just screwing them in and scoring that surface like that. And if I pull this out now, we should have some hills, some marks for where the drill needs to go. And we do, there they are. That's where the holes have to go. See where we've marked those? That's where we've got to drill them. So, without further ado, let's get our friends the drills. I'll get the right drill. It's this guy here. I'm pretty sure it's this guy here. Yeah, that's him. And this is the tricky part. Well, it's not that tricky, but I just need to make sure I accommodate I need to get that neck fitted in here, just loosely. I need to take a measurement so I know how far down to go. I think I can go the whole length of this screw. Yeah, they finish. Yep, that'll go almost to the fretboard, which is fine. So I'm going to get the length of that screw. No, that's not right. I've got to get the length of from there down. So it's about an inch I've got to drill down. About an inch, I'd say. I'm going to measure that right now. Get out of there. Yeah, an inch is going to do it nicely. So we need an inch. Okay, cool. So let's get this guy. So if I measure an inch here, it gets me to exactly where I want to be. Okay, cool. So let's get our camera into the next room. We've got our drill bit, this guy here. We've got to measure an inch down. That's too far. I've got to put some tape around this guy. Retape the tape. Let's cut this guy off and let's get some more tape on here. Come on, machine. grab a little bit of tape, just a tiny little bit of mark to mark how deep we need to go. Get a visual, as they say. Get a visual. Oops. Top it a little bit. Pick it up. Okay, we're going to measure an inch from the bottom of that drill bit. Pretty good. Bingo. That's where I want it. Okay, once we hit that line there, we know we're deep enough that that's the inch there that we need to drill down into that neck. Let's grab the neck, let's grab the camera. Let's move on out to the next room. Jawohl. Alrighty, switch cameras.
Strange bot. The Botrix commands page does not work. And somehow I think it thinks I speak Spanish. Yes, it's a crazy bot. I've got to change that bot. I know. Nifty, what's going on? Moving on out. That's it. Let's grab our camera. Go on to the next room. In the next room. Just plugging it all in. Give me a sec. Let's have a look at that. What can we see? Is that camera working? Let's check it out.
There we go. We are there. So I'll move into the next room. I've got my drill. Let's sort that out. Alrighty. Okay, let's get rid of this guy, the spindly guy. This is the spindly guy. Get rid of this guy. Pop in this guy. Like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, that's good. Have we got the mic on there? Have I got the mic on? I have. Good.
Did I get my glue? No, I did not get my glue because I went to the hardware store and they were out of my glue in the size that I wanted, but they're getting some today. But I don't need it today.
We want it to go down an inch. Out there. Right there. Stop that right there. Too much. That's it, right there. Okay, tighten that up. Let's put those holes in. Now I've got to mark these guys out nice and pointy, the centres, just so I can get that brad point to bite without wandering or drifting. Pretty good. Okay. Let's go. Drill them holes. Done. And now we can go and oil that and fit that to Wednesday when it's dry and ready to go. Needs one more coat. So let's switch over back to this room. Show you guys the other body as well. So let me grab that camera back. That's going to be awesome. Those holes are good. They're in. We're good to go. Grab that camera. Switch that over. Got some oiling to do now, so we're going to oil this neck and finish that off and hang that up and get the other body down and get some work done on that. Switcheroo again. Here we go. Solid gold? I don't think so. Drill a hole, do a little dance. Get down tonight. That's the one. Right. Oils ain't oils. Let's oil this girl up. 2 coats. This is the last coat. And then we'll have a nice smooth matte finish or satiny sort of finish. Let me grab that, grab some maple. Just sit that up there off the ground in case it drips under. You can wipe it easily. Okay, we've got this sorted out. Bring this up a little bit. About there. Grab our oils. I'll show you that body that's coming along good. That we've got to give another coat of oil on the back of that as well. Before I do that though, I'm going to, because I need to tidy up the edges, I'm going to drill the access hole for, and the holes for the pickups on that new body. Let's get this oiling done and then we'll talk about that. So I grab a little rag. And make a nice little square. I'm going to put a glove on because I don't want that stuff all over my hands. got that stupid song in my head now. Thank you very much, Dana, for that ridiculous command.
Is it just you?
No, it must be you. I think it's just you. Refresh your browser. Okie dokie. Let's do this. You can see that grain now, it's really popping doodling. Leslie, what is going on? Welcome on in. Good to see you. Okay, let's wipe some of that pooling off there. Don't forget the end, Terry says. Just going to turn that over. I'll get a little bit on that hand. Wipe those prints off in a minute. Get that front done. Good. Turn it over. It's not too bad. Just give that a wipe down there. That's it. Okay. Rag in the bin. Hang this guy up. There we have it. She's all oiled up.
Looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay, we've got her oiled up. Pretty much finished now. Ready to hang her up and dry. Get her in tomorrow and strung up. Sorry, next day. Get this off. In the bink. In the bink, as they say. Do they really say that? Body time.
I'm going to drill some holes. Terry's favourite thing to do. Terry, is it your favourite thing to do? Yes, it is, she says. Is it really? Oh, yes, it is. Right, body. This guy. There she is, all oiled up and satined, and we're good to go now. Got to get some holes in there. We're going to get that long drill that Terry likes to use so often and drill through there and into that cavity so that we've got, when those pickups arrive, we can feed those cables down. It rang the cowbell, it has to. So we've got our gold top, as I call it. Leafy gold, bronzy, ambery, thingy-me-bob, doody whacker extraordinaire. Okay, let me grab my baby drill. This guy. It's going to go right down into there, as is this one. Right down into there. So let's do that, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay, I'm just going to mark that guy and just go straight across from the bottom of that cap right into there. Grab my drill. Where's my drill? There's that drill. And of course, we're going to put a hole down the side there for the cavity, for the input, output jack, I should call it. It's not an input. And away we go. Enjoy this. I will. Done. So easy. Need to get that guy done as well. Just in there like that. Done. Simple as that. We have two wonderful holes now that we can pass those cables into. So we're good to go with that. Now we need to make sure we put a little guy down in there. Down in there. So let's turn that over. Let's get this guy away for now. And let's measure this guy out. Measure halfway here on this guy. Got a bit of dust in my eye. It's better. Right. That is 50 millimeters on the button. So halfway is 25, 1 inch, in other words, it's a 2-inch bod. 25 right there. All right. Pop a little mark in there. Okay, that's where we want to drill. So I now need a spade bit, but I need to measure the cup. So let's get a cup and see what we're going to do with that. Here's a gold one. We've got a gold output, I should say, jack there. And we've got the cup for that right there. Look at that beautiful cup. Isn't it gorgeous? The gold. So gold. And that gold against that red is going to look really good. Okay, we're going to put a little guy just in there. Just in there. Okay, I should go a bit further back. I don't want to get in the way of that. I'm going to pop it there. That's fine. I'm going to measure this guy. I think it's about an inch, or maybe a little less. Grab those calipers. Use the calipers. 21.85, 22 millimeters. I've got, that's about, ooh, shivers, 22. There's a 20, there's a 22 right there. Let me see what I've got here. Three-quarters is too small. It's a bit more than that. Let me see what else I've got. You know what? I'm going to use the inch. It's only 3 millimeters and I'm screwing it in anyway. So it's got an overhang, it's got a lip. I'll just make sure that does fit. Where's the inch? I'll grab the 25. We'll see how that fits. What else is here? Oh, here we go. This might be it. This is the one I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm looking for. Is that a 3/4? I've used these before to drill holes. It's not enough. What's the cup? The actual maximum size it can be is 20. See, that's too much. An inch is too much. I need 24 or 22. Let's see what these little guys here tell me. This looks about right. What's that guy? 25, that's too much as well. Don't tell me I don't have the right drill bit. Oh my God. I'm going to use this guy. And I'm going to just ream the rest and get that in there. It should be fine. It's a little bit smaller, but we can just use a file and get the hole a little bit bigger to get that fitting in there. Not a drama, as they say. I only need to go down. I need to go down a little ways. Hang on a second. What's this one? Oh, here's 20. That's better. Yep, that'll do. There we go. $18. $20. That's better. We'll use this one. Easy peasy, squeezy. Okay. We're good to go. All right. Position this quite precariously. Grab a drill. Ba-da-ba-da. Grab a drill. Terry, your favorite part. Huh? Karen does it. I hate it with a passion. They're not pretty. It's going to need a little bit of work. It's almost there. Very tight, but that's okay. It's almost perfect. Go right through, and then I'll sort it out with the file, get it slipping in there. Right, let's do the rest of this. Okay, that went through. Nice and clean. There's our hole. So we've got that guy drill through. And that'll go straight in through there. So we can access the wiring and plug that guy in. Almost, it's a very tight fit. I'm just going to hit that with a file, just ever so slightly, with a round file. I'm going to stick that in there. Just give that a little work over. Reaming that ever so slightly to get a better fit. Still a little tight. Just going to roll this little guy in there and just file that out with a little bit of sandpaper. Actually, I might have a spindle that fits in there just to give it a little bit of a hand sand, and just to get that fitting snugly. Yeah, this guy here might do the job. Perfect. That's exactly the right size. almost there. A bit more. We almost. Almost there. Wow, I can probably tap that in, but I don't want to tap it in. I want it to be able to be dragged out. So a little bit more. We're just about there. Just about. Okay, that works. There we have it, nice and tight. There we go. All that needs is to be knocked in with a little hammer, just tap, and it's actually almost flush. It'll sit flush on that surface there, but that's how I want it, nice and tight. There's that gold, so it's going to look nice. Get that out. Okay, so there's our little guy. Now let's just add this in, make sure we can fit the whole unit through there. And there's room to take. So it's important to fit this guy, screw that in to place. Stop it from slipping off. There we go. There's our jack. Let's install the whole thing. Yes, the whole thing fits like so. There we are. Done. Okay, so I'll pop that out. what I need to do now is get these pots in. I need to make these holes, sorry, not the holes, but the bed that the pots sit in. I need to take some of the thickness out of there. So I need to grab my nice big Forstner and make a few little recesses in there so that we have enough of a base for the pot to sit in and the shaft to go right through. How are we all doing? Pretty with the golden wood? Yes, it is. It's pretty with the golden wood. That's what we like.
Pretty with the gold and wood. Get some sawdust out. Okay. Guy out. Where's the big guy? Who's seen the big guy? Has anyone seen where the big guy is? What are you going to drink? I'm going to grab a drink. Cheers, big ears. He's looking up. You're on the red. Terry's favourite. It is. Drilling is Terry's favourite. Radio.
Gonna get the drill in there. This biggin, that big guy. Okay, she's 30 millimeters, 1.25 inches. Just gonna take some of that out of there and thin that guy out. Just gently, nice and gently. We don't need to do too much damage here. We just want to shave that guy down. Shave it all! I've got to check the pots and see that the pot actually has enough leg room to get through there. I don't think so. That's my problem. Oh, that might be okay actually. Let's grab a pot and just test that. Need those holes to be bigger. Might be enough to get through. Let's have a look. Grab our drill. Sorry, not our drill. Grab our little file. Get that guy up here. And we want to a little bit on the small side. Let's grab another drill and 1/4 inch. Let me grab a bigger drill there. Let's go 6.5. Just opening them up a little bit. Get that guy through. Still a little bit on the small side, a bit bigger. There, it's okay. Got to fit these guys. That's fitting in nicely. Okay, so that's what we want. So let's go to the other side, see how much of that's exposed. Not enough, we need to go thinner. So we need to get that Forstner, cut a bit more out of there. Get rid of these files. Blow all that sawdust out. Get it out of there. Test bit, this guy. Almost there. A little bit more to go. A little bit more to go. That'll do it. We've got some thread through there, so that's going to thread nicely. Put that washer on, grab that nut, and just test that. Oh, lovely, look at that, beautiful. There we go. Now I'm just going to test the knob fitting on there. I'll just grab that little gold guy. Where's the gold guy? Where is he? I like these flat gold guys. Have I got flat gold guys? I think I've got flat ones. Yeah, these guys here. I like these guys here. Big gnarly flat guys. Little flat blade in there. Got to change this and tweak that little guy with a flat blade screwdriver. A little lock screw, come on. Flip it. Oh. Soul Tripper, what's going on? Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. Yeah, basement or shed. That's right. Both. It's a basement. It's part of a building. That's what? Welcome on in. Good to see you. We're doing real well. Yeah, we're just test fitting some hardware as we get to the end stages, the end game of this guy. There we go. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, there's our gold baton that sits in there. Perfecto. Okay, there's our gold. So we've got to do the same for these guys here. That one's going to be for the switch, the three-way, and that's going to be, we'll take that off so we don't damage it or scratch it. We can leave the pot on there. That's fine. Actually, no, I've got to see which pot that is. They've got to be 500s. I think I put a 250 in just to test it. The resistance is a little bit different. So let's grab the resistance and double check the setting on that. If it's a 250K, we have to switch it out for a 500K because this is getting humbuckers. Okay, let's pop that out. Okay. It is a 500, so I can leave that one in. Okay, so I should have just left it in. I didn't read it before I put it in. So let's put that in. In actual fact, I won't put it in until I drill the other holes. Let's drill the other holes. So I've got to make these holes a little bit bigger. Okay, here's the plate for that guy. That's finished. So that's going in there like that. Okay, there's our plate. Okay, get a little foot. All right, let's drill some more. So I've got to do the same deal for this guy. Just here. It's very thick at the moment. I've got to take about 3/8 of an inch off. Go very gentle so I don't overdo it. Because you know what happens if I overdo it? We ruin the top. And we don't want that. Do we, Terry? Test fit. That's good to go. That's the right height, methinks. Let's check that out. Whack a washer on there. Let's get that nut down there and see what happens. Yep, that's biting, so that's got plenty of room for that. Yep, to tighten. Can I tighten that? Let's have a look. Yep. Yep, that's good. That's working pretty well. Cool. Now I've just got to get the size of the switch that I'm using for this thing. This guy here, measure this toggle switch, get that hole sorted out. I think it's a little bit on the big, that's on the small side there. We can grow that a little bit. Let's have a look here. I'm not going to ruin the top, guys. Relax. Relax. It's 12 mil. It's only about 9 mil. I've got to get 3 more mil on that. 12 mil is half an inch. Grab a 1/2 inch drill. You're going to love this, Terry. You're going to love this. I'm just going to go straight into that. Actually, let's grab a round one where we don't do as much damage. What's that number there? 10. Is that 11? What's that one there? 12. 12, this one here. The big boy. Get that big boy going. not split that wood and just get those fibers cut up first. Okay. Okay, get rid of that fibre. Just cut that off. There we go. Fit that switch. Test fit that switch. It's going to fit, but we're hitting base, so we've got to take some of that out as well. So of course we do. Back to here. Get the big boy on there again. And drill some of this out. Get it to bite. Out. That should be good. We'll just test fit that and time will tell. Okay, needs a little bit more, just a fraction, not too much more, just a bit more, another millimetre or two. We've got about 1/4 inch to play with, so it's not too bad. We're not doing too badly. Okay, that'll do it. That'll get us in there. Pop that in. Perfecto. Get that washer on. Let's clean that hole up a little bit. Okay, let's fit that guy. Lock nut. I hate doing them left-handed because I always cross-thread them like that, like the doofus that I am. There we go. Lovely. There's our switch. There's our dome here. And you get a good look at what that's going to be like once we get that hardware on there, right? So let's get the other two pots in here. So I've got this guy here, and I'll just hand tighten for now. There we go. Grab another 500. Grab another 500, which I have right here. 500. $500, as they say. There we go. Turn that switch around. There we go, like that. Okay, cool. Get this guy screwed in. Let's tighten this guy up and we'll have a little look-see at what she looks like with the hardware on there. Get that other knob out. Where is that little gold little guy? Here he is. And there's our tone. Beautiful. Okay, let's have a look. Lots of wood in there, I've got to clear that out.
Okay, so she's coming along. There we go. There's our gold hardware, starting to get on there. We've got to drill some holes in for that guy. I'm going to do that next. And then we're going to oil this guy, give it one more coat of oil on the back and the sides, because we need to do that, guys and girls. Okay, so what I want to do now is get this cup in there, like so. That's it. And I want to mark where I need to drill those holes or screw those holes in. I should send one on that side. They're anchor screws on that side. And that's all I need. Take that out now. Got those marks? Yes, I do. Okay, we're good to go. Let's give this a good clean and let's get another coat on that.
Mumble. Yes, I'm mumbling. So I'm going to give that a good wipe down and I'm going to get another coat on that. And then we're done. I'll just put some of these drills away before I damage something or someone. There we go. What else is missing? They're all in there. Yep, they're in there. Okay. Let's give that a big wipe down. Let's grab some spirits. Give that a good clean. These edges cleaned up. That rattling you can hear is just some timber, some fire, some shavings and stuff caught in that chamber. I'll vacuum that out. Okay, there's our. Okay, we've got that side clean. We've got that top clean. Let's get the oil on there, right? Let's do it. Do it. Here's the neck for that. If you haven't seen the neck, There's the matching neck, the mahogany neck. It's got 3 coats of oil on it. This will have 3 coats after this coat here. You got the gold hardware on there, so it's looking good. There's our fret work. Our frets are nice, shaped nicely, nicely rounded. Looking good. That fretboard's nice and shiny. Beautiful rosewood. Looking good. Jer rated. Thank you very much. Jer, how you doing? How you doing, man? This is the new body that I'm making for Jerry's benefit if he hasn't seen it before. The neoclassical. There it is. Carved top. Okay, a gentle carve, not too much. Okay, mahogany on the back, Tasmanian blackwood on the front, 4 coats of oil. Get that nice satin feel. What's going on, Jerry? It's a beaut. I really like. No, it's good. It's a nice shape. Just fitted some hardware in there. It's getting gold hardware. We've got a gold bridge. We're waiting for the pickups to arrive, and we're putting a hardtail in there. It's a bolt-on, and it's nice and flat at the top. It just falls away on the side, as you can see the contours there. Just a little carve there. Obviously a belly, and no shoulder or anything like that. But yeah, chainment on both sides. Just one F-hole. She's nice and light, and should resonate like a trooper. I'm going to give it a 3rd coat on the back now of some Danish oil. We're on the home stretch pretty much with this one. On the home stretch. My nose is itchy. Excuse me. I need to make sure I can blow that nose. Woo-hoo! We're good? Okay. So let's get our oils and oil salt. So let's grab them. Get some gloves on so I can handle this beast. Do troopers resonate much? All the time. All the time. How did that Gibson end up, Jerry? I didn't see the end of that. Did you string her up? That acoustic? Is she all good? Is she ready to rock and roll? Let's go. Yep, gave the old Stromboli. Good stuff. It's what I like to see. It's what I like to hear. Just bringing out that rich cedar stain on this paint grade mahogany. This is what I do with paint grade mahogany. I stain it and it looks a lot richer, a lot nicer, a lot more palatable. Still a natural look, but she's a beauty. I like that color. I gotta turn this, I gotta wash that. Make sure I don't leave any pooling on there. I want to get a nice even layer without pooling. That's it, just a nice thick coat. She's still a little bit thirsty, but she's all right. She's got 3 coats on there now. Let me just turn that girl over, grab a hold from those pockets so I can twirl her around like a pizza box, like a pallet. Okay, let me just go to hit the edges. We want a satin finish. 3 coats or so should be enough. It might need one more. It may need one more. Take that girl around. Looking good. Get that wood out. Just hit that little horn there and that little scoop. Let me turn that over. E, 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 E. Gotcha. I like to hit the round shoulders a little bit more. Just make them sort of prominent and a little bit shiny around the bends. It just accentuates those curves. So we just concentrate that oil on there and just get it to pull up a little bit without dripping, of course. We don't want it to drip drop. That's pretty good. Okay, let's have a look at that.
Again, I'd probably have one more coat to go on this girl with this. She's starting to get that satin streak there. Then I give that one more little white wash coat through there. Feather that in. Those streaks, just make sure it's all even. There we have it. Okay, there's our oils starting to get there. We've got the sides looking good. Getting there, getting there, getting there. And of course we've got the top, which is already done. It's got 4 coats. That's as far as I'm going with that girl. And that gold hardware is going to kick in. Got to hang her up now. Without dropping her. Don't drop her! Lovely. How's our neck doing? That neck's still going okay? Cool. Here's the neck for that one. If you haven't seen the neck for that one. That's the matching neck. So we've got rosewood, gold hardware on there, lock tuners, and that's, I think, 3 or 4 coats and just burnished by hand. A nice satin finish. Slick, feels good, nice and thin, playable, smooth edges. Good. I'm getting better with my fretwork. My fretwork's getting a lot neater and a lot even. Jer, yes, absolutely. Dell, thank you very much. It's getting there. Yes, go, eat. I've got to go as well soon, so get it in there. I'm frozen, Dana. Not good. Am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen. No one's frozen. What are you talking about? Raid, thank you very much. I didn't hear the raid sign. Something wrong with my alert system at the moment, so please forgive me, but thank you for raiding. Appreciate it. Let me just throw some of this crap away and tidy up here. So, let that guy dry. We've got a bit of work to do on that, just getting some finer touches. This neck here is pretty much still oily. This guy is Australian spotted gum, and I've just thinned that guy out. It's my number 7. It used to be a little bit thinner, down about 19 or 20 on the first fret now, and pretty much 20 all the way to about the 14th or 15th. It used to be about 22, 23, a little bit of a rounded baseball bat. But this guy here belongs solid body Queensland maple with a acrylic, like an aquamarine color that I mixed, bluey green transition. You can see a little bit of both blue and green. It's got a hot hand wound humbucker in the bridge, the way I like the tellies, and it's an old 15-year-old favorite of mine that I played a hell of a lot. And I love that girl, and I thought I'd just do something with that neck, which happens to be the second neck. The frets were worn. I took it from mediums to just full jumbos. Really nice low profile. It's got a really, really slick snake, what I call a snake skin option. It's got black butt, Australian black butt quilted fretboard. That's pretty cool. Looks like someone's peeled a rattlesnake skin off and put it on there, or a boa constrictor or something. But the cover on that back, yeah, it's a blue pearloid. So it's a grey blue, silvery blue pearloid. It looks like like an anchovy or a big sardine swimming through the ocean there. No, it's a nice, blue. And I had a matching, I've got matching ring I made for the neck pickup there in that blue pearloid, sort of grey, silvery blue pearloid. That's only a rattle can spray finish. It's got about 8 coats of, it's pretty glassy. It's got 8 coats of, polyurethane, and it's just a clear polyurethane. Obviously, there's acrylic under that, and it's diffused nicely. You can see the green bleeding into the blue, which is the effect I wanted. You can see it sort of changes colors depending on where you look at it, how you look at it. This is one of my old favorites, number 7, about 15 years old now, 13 or 14 years old, I think, one of the first ones I made in my first year. And plays pretty well and has played for a long time. And I want to keep it going because it's one of my favorites. We like the black button, we cannot lie, absolutely. Okay. Because I've got everything wet and oily at the moment, I'm gonna have to wait until that stuff dries. Tomorrow we'll probably put that neck into number 7, string her up. We've got to reset the height of the nut slots and get the string height right with those new frets. We might need a new nut. I haven't checked it yet. We should be okay. But I'll see who's on and see if I can raid someone. Return the favour. Thank you very much, everybody, for raiding. MW Mudworks and Jerry, of course, doing a good job and jumping in and saying hello and thank you. We appreciate you. Everybody else, Soul Tripper for the follow as well. That was pretty cool. Who have we got? Matt Burrows is on. I'm going to go to my good old mate Matt in his new dark room. Check out his new studio. It looks great. He plays great. He sounds awesome. So you've got to listen to this guy play if you haven't heard him. I'm just going to raid him. Raid Matt. I'll be back again in a couple of days, guys and girls. I think that works. It's very slow at the moment. You know, the delay with my keyboard, my brain, my keyboard, the screen, back to my brain. By the time I submit it, I realize that I've got a typo and the raid command's never going to work. There we go. It's there. Let's see if that works. Excuse me. A little bit of dust up the nose. Thank you, Willie Won't Go. Have a good night. I will see you very, very soon. Did it work? I hope all the dads... Oh, yes, thank you very much. That's good. We don't have Father's Day at the same time of year. You guys do. We have it in our sort of... Is it spring? Sort of. Spring, maybe? Summer? Thanks for the stream. Rage, you're there. I didn't even know you were there. Why didn't you say something? I'm still waiting for the command to confirm that it's running. Used. Here we go. It's coming up now in the chat. Okay, guys and girls, I'll be back very, very backside into gear, as we say. But until then, I'll see you in a couple of days. Take care of each other. Have a great week. And bye for now.